everywhere I go, people say, how did we get here? What happened? What is happening? Every place you go is getting better except Nigeria. So what is happening in Nigeria? What you're experiencing in this country is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. It is leadership over the years, which all of us are contributed to. No single person contributed to it. Everybody, because while the criminality and the bad governance were going on, we were celebrating. Every other country of the world resists bad governance. But in Nigeria, it's celebrated. It's only in Nigeria that you become governor, local government chairman, and people see you obviously doing what is wrong and continue to praise you and tell you, Your Excellency, you're the best thing that has happened to everybody, even when you're doing the wrong thing. It's only in Nigeria that you borrow, you don't have a house, you don't have anything, and you become governor. And suddenly you build big house, buy all the cars with their money, even invite them for Thanksgiving with their bishop and everybody. They are singing and dancing with you when they should call police because they know you stole their money. And that is why I say you don't need to celebrate. We have a country that is going through difficulty. No country in the world will not go through what we are going today when you have over 100 million people living in poverty, the highest in anywhere in the surface of the earth. Nigeria have more people living in poverty than China and India combined. These two countries combined is 2.8 billion. We are 200 million. But we have more people living in poverty than two of them combined. Nigeria, as of yesterday, had 18.5 million children out of school, out of which 10 million are women. The list is long.
You know, Peter Obi is spot on. According to United Nations' own record, as of 2024, and the number's gone up anyway, for a country that is about 224 or 230 million people, we have over 133 million Nigerians living in multidimensional poverty. Technically, what the United Nations described Nigeria as is that we have over or roughly 133 million people who are multidimensionally poor. That's a country of 224 or 230 million people, if not more, in Nigeria, meaning that we have about 60% of our population living in multidimensional poverty. That's the record. And it's spot on. The combined population of China and India is about 2.84 billion, 2.84 billion. And we have more people living multidimensionally poor than the two combined nations. And make no mistake, Tinubu didn't just fall from the sky. We clapped for him. We called him Jagaban. We clapped for him. We said he's the master of elections. We praised him. And that, you know what, made him bolder. That's how they got to the election rigging process. Tinubu didn't fall from the sky because when we had the likes of Jonathan Obasanjo, who were there at the time to fix the system, make sure the judiciary works, make sure the police work, make sure there's independence of the legislators. They tried to impose themselves on these people, and what Bola Tinubu saw, obviously, was made by that same system, is that I will make it work for me by crook or by force, and that's what happened in 2023. We are people who are so money conscious. It does not matter how we get the money. We just need to get the money. That's our nature. Nigerians have become known for that, especially those corrupt ones. Because we are hardworking Nigerians. Nigerians are diligent people. Check them abroad. But at home, once we get into politics, local government chairman giving money to do works in the local government, it will steal the money. It will buy houses, build big houses, and we will clap for them as a community, knowing that it's stolen from you. Your governor will steal from you, you will clap for me. Nigeria is a country where politicians steal with impunity, and we will go to church with them to give thanksgiving. You obviously see they've stolen from you, but you will go to church to go give thanksgiving. To say God did it. God did it for you to steal from your people. And we will praise him and we will sing and we will dance. Like Peter Obi said, call the police. But even the police is now so corrupt because the politicians own them in their pockets and they become bigger than law enforcement. So Nigeria didn't just happen to get to this point by mistake. We contributed to it. In our silence, we contributed to it. In the praising of those politicians, and we call them, we've been so abused by abusers. So much they've come to normalize criminality. I was at the barber shop one day and I heard these guys talking and they were talking about the Nigerian politics. And they said the things they wanted to say in the language, and they said they didn't understand that I understood the language. And the way they praised the politicians and how the way they praised how Bola Tinubu is good, how he can calculate, he knows where to go to get the votes, how he needs to go to the vote. I sat there in amusement and I looked at Nigeria and I said, wow, this is how much our politicians have abused our mentality. It is something they could never say about the American electoral system. It is nothing they could ever say about the British electoral system. They would never say that the politicians can get these votes. They know it is not guaranteed to anybody. Only one person a vote. But they said that gleefully. That's how much our politicians have abused us. And we've come to accept that as normal. Something that is so abnormal, we've come to normalize it, to accept rubbish as normal. When we were meant to call the police and say, this man has stolen from his people, we've normalized it. So Bola Tinubu didn't just happen, didn't just fall out of the sky. Bola Tinubu is a making of the system, and he's enjoyed the system and made the system rot to work for him. That's the only reason he's existing as our president, because everybody now understands that he did not win the election. It was rigged. It is an acceptable fact now across the entire world that Bola Tinubu did not win the 2023 election. No matter how much INEC and the judiciary tried to normalize it and legitimize it, he still did not win the election. That's why he's still looking for approval all around the world. Nobody wants to come close to him. Because what you have is a mandate not given by the people, but forced on the people. See our economy today. Nigeria is in shambles, not by mistake. It's because somebody did not do what they needed to do. And we, the people, we encouraged it. We listened. We clapped for him. We called him the Jagaban of Lagos. We praised him. We know that he's a master election rigger. We accepted it. Because if not, how come a one political party continuously win a particular state and region, knowing the fact that there are talks they will use to rig the election? So we should learn to stop to praise corrupt politicians. The likes of Yaya Bello, Alison Desiani, we need to call them out. When you see the likes of Wike who do everything to destroy a system, call them out. These people that were there before, are now fighting to say they want to take over power and remove the APC. They were part of the rot of the system. So again, like I said, Tinubu didn't just happen. It didn't just fall from the sky. All these guys were friends all along until they are not anymore. And now they want to capitalize on the people's pains to go back into power. We should not let it. We should fight for the right people. Peter Obi asks everybody, check my record. Go verify. Have you verified? Listen to Bola Tinubu. Can you even tell who Bola Tinubu really is? Look at his policies. As he worked, more people have been thrown into what the United Nations called multidimensionally poor situation in Nigeria since he took over. People can barely feed. Corruption is everywhere. And the man says to the rest of the world, there's no corruption in Nigeria, where he himself and his political party is the embodiment of corruption. This is the Nigeria we live in. We must call it for what it is. Stop praising corrupt politicians. Peter Obi has told you, when you see them build and buy those houses, it's not something they could not afford before. No, they've stolen your money. That's the money for your road, your hospitals, your schools, your pipe-borne water. That's exactly what Yaya Bello stole in Kogi State. Even Akpabio, who's got a case with EFCC. That's the Nigeria we live in. We have a president who cannot give account of how he made money. Why do you think we're going to? So again, tell us what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please, if you've not done so. I recommend this channel to others. I'll catch you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.